Welcome to the second video in the series, The Character of the Dictatorship of the Proletariat According to Marx and Engels. Today we'll be going over the 1848 piece by Marx and Engels, the Communist Manifesto, which I have subtitled for this particular section of the Communist Manifesto, which will appear in the previous series, the Communist Mode of Production, according to Marx and Engels, and then Foundations of Communist Organizing, the series that will come after this one. I've subtitled this Centralization, Nationalization, and Ending Social Divisions, Equalizing Labor. The dictatorship of the proletariat will arise in historically specific conditions of each given nation, with revolutionary measures to establish it changing according to those conditions. Despite that, there are universal aspects of the dictatorship. For instance, the commune proved once and for all time that the working class cannot simply take the ready-made bourgeois state machinery and use it. Rather, it must construct an entirely new society and state. The dictatorship itself is a protracted transitory period whereby the expropriators are expropriated, extracting all capital from the bourgeoisie and nationalizing it under the proletariat, which is organized as a ruling class. In addition, at the same time, the productive forces are to be maximized as rapidly as possible in conjunction with the expropriation of existing capital stock into these new social relations. This transitory period will apply various methodologies that fit their material conditions to carry out these general processes, but in general they can be summed up as the centralization and nationalization of land, banking, and the means of production, including communication and transportation, ending various established social divisions that capital has produced and enforced, such as the division between town and country, patriarchy, and so on, and an effort at generally equalizing people's labor through taxation. These measures are mediated by changes in industrial development and changes in the development of the organization of the working class. In addition, segueing into another publication later on that we will be reading through but not focusing on this section within the Foundations of Communist Organizing, which seeks to update these core activities to a more modern sense, written in 1953, so this can be updated once more, especially in terms of climate change, though it does in fact directly address that, even if not in words that we would use currently. For imperialist nations in particular, Bordiga's contributions to the organic historical representation of the Marxist revolutionary theory, which establishes a platform which can be summarized as a dictatorship of the proletariat with a transitional economy focused on degrowth by placement of living labor atop dead labor, by the maximization of efficiency of the means of production through the decommissioning of excess stock, centralization of what is necessary with full employment by shorter and more shifts, which maximizes what we already have while decreasing the labor costs to maintain vast amounts of constant capital which produces more than society needs, maximization of leisure time and relative productivity, attack of the bases of capitalism, such as the division between town and country and social division of labor, and have the Communist Party-led state control key industries to develop the social consciousness of society. And that is my summary of the 1848 piece by Marx and Engels, the Communist Manifesto. If you'd like to go over my notes to see where I derive that summary from, then please go into the description below and go into the Google document, and that will contain all of them, and have at it. Otherwise, potentially consider joining our Discord server, the United Marxist Pact Discord server, wherein if you'd like to talk about this, give critiques, your own input, any questions, anything you'd like, then please do so. Tomorrow we will be going over my summary of the 1850 piece by Engels, Introduction to Class Struggles in France. Thank you for joining me for today's topical summary, and I hope to see you then.